Hello, hello, hello everyone. It's Melissa here in Crafty Max. Hello again, it's me. Hey friends, this is part 2 of the Valentine's Day heart wreath ornament that I am making, or ornament heart wreath, guys. As you can see, I'm using the reds and the pinks. That's the only colors that I'm using. It's already turning out so pretty. Now, this is part 2, so if you want to know how I did this up to this point, go watch my video on my business page here, friends. And I think I have part 1, Valentine's Day heart form ornaments, something like that. It's easy to find, friends. Now, I will show you exactly what I started with. I started with this 15-inch heart that it's styrofoam, and I purchased mine from Sims Pottery. So I know that Hobby Lobby, Michael's, craft stores will probably be getting these in pretty soon if they haven't already. So be on the lookout for it. You don't necessarily have to have one this big. You can even have one larger. You can have one smaller if you want. If you want your wreath to be a little bit smaller, of course, you'd have to adjust your size of your ornaments for that. Once again, this is for a 15-inch one. And what I did is I spray painted it red. Now, as you can see, the center of it, it's red, but it was white, and I spray painted it just because I like everything to coordinate. So, but you don't have to do that. You can do what you want, right? Remember, this is just the way that I do something like this, but you are more than welcome to change it up. You probably maybe haven't done these before, and you may even be able to give me some tips. I've done ornament wreaths for a very long time. I use Gorilla Glue. Everybody asks me all the time, where do I get my ornaments? I get them like during the holidays, friends. Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, you name it, anybody that has ornaments, I go ahead and purchase them. Now, if you may be able to find some right now that you may get a killer deal on. I don't know if the stores have anymore, because boy, this year it seems like they were really sounding them out pretty quick for whatever reason. Let me go ahead and bring you down, friends. I'm going to show you the next step that I'm going to do. Now, my Archon squeaks just a little. I will be working on it, friends. So sorry
Mm-hmm.
about that. Now, I am going to start on the inside. Now, let me go ahead and give you the measurements for, or the quantities of the ornaments that I've done so far. Now, on the outside here, those ornaments are 3 inches. And there's 22 all the way around. Now, as you notice, this one here is a little bit smaller. That is a 2-inch, and that's right in the very center of the heart. And I also have one right here at the very end. That is also a 2-inch, so you'll need 2 of those. Now, for the 3-inch ornaments up here on the top, there are 20 of those. Okay, 20 of those. So far, for the 3-inch, we have 42 ornaments, okay? Now, for the smaller ones, like this here, those, for the center heart, are 2-inch ornaments. And when I'm talking about 2 inches, that's from, with the cap on, all the way down, that's 2 inches, okay? Now, for those, for the center heart, I have 20. I have 20 of those, so it does take quite a few ornaments. Now, for the smaller ones, that it creates that cute little button look. Isn't that just so pretty? Now, those are 1.5 inch. That's what this looks like right here, 1.5 inch. And I have 36 of those already on here, friends. 36. So let me add this up, because I did not do that, so that you'll know how many we have at this point. Let's see, we have 20, we have 40, we have 62, 98, 98. We have 100 ornaments on here. Let me make sure that's right. 60, 36, yep, 100 ornaments. Wow, friends. Woo, doggy. Okay, now, let me go ahead and show you what I'm going to do next. The next stage, I'm going to go ahead and add some ornaments in the center and on top. Now, I'm going to use I think these were the 2-inch. I'm going to use the 2 inches, and I'm just going to go ahead and start placing them all the way around. I'm going to hot glue. Now, there's probably going to be a third stage for this, friends, because it is a little bit time consuming, and I don't want you to be here for like 2 hours when I'm doing this. So Basically, I like to take the tops off of mine. You can leave them on if you want, but I find sometimes if those tops are on and I'm trying to add, sometimes I'll add garland or tinsel to my wreath forms and my ornament wreath forms, and sometimes they kind of get in the way. So I don't like to, you know, leave the tops on. And plus, as a crafter, we can use those tops for different things, right? Now, see what I'm doing here, friends? Let me walk over there and get my Lazy Susan so I don't have to keep lifting that up. So it'll be a lot easier for me. I'll go ahead and lift that up, sit this underneath. I really need to get like something, wax paper or something to lay on top of that. But this will make it a little bit easier for me. There we go. And I love the matte ones. I use all different textures of them, matte, the disco ball looking ones. I also use, you know, the real shiny. I use some of the, like this here, this one right here is glass. It's the styrofoam balls with the cut pieces of glass on it. Love, love those. It just gives it some sparkle and all that good stuff, my friends. But I have been doing this, making these wreaths, these types of wreaths for quite a few years. And yes, my friends, you will have yourself some glue strings, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Let's put a shiny one there. I'm loving it. Oopsie. Let's go ahead and take that off. I like to kind of place them first and see what that's going to look like. And then I'll go ahead and start hot gluing these babies on. I don't know if any of you have done this before, but I absolutely love making. I use ornaments for a lot of things, friends. I love making ornament wreaths. And they are time consuming, but they sure are gorgeous. And I was telling some folks earlier that you can make a St. Patty's Day one. You can use different shades of green. You can add some white to it. You're only limited by your imagination, my friends. Only limited by your imagination. And yes, I do burst out into song randomly. So sorry. So sorry, my friends, my friends. But there we go. That's another pink one. Yes, indeed. Loving it. Loving how this is looking so far. So far, it's doing wonderful. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and see if they already have out their adorable. I don't know if y'all have ever seen them, but they're real tiny rosebuds. I'd like to see if I can get them in pink and red, and I can use them as fillers. Oh, it'd just be so pretty. So pretty for this. Or you can use garland. If you can find yourself some garland, I would probably use pink or red. That for sure. I wouldn't use a different color than that, because you know I'm using just the pinks and reds now. Hopefully, let me just add a dab of glue right there. Dab of glue. And you can get those little glue strings off, friends. Don't worry about those. They will come off, and you can see they're all over me already. It's okay, my friends. It's okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Let's see what we have so far. Look how pretty that is. It fills that in so beautifully. Ooh, love it. Let's put up this area. I have a matte one there. Go shiny, friends. Let's go shiny. Okay, I want to see where that one's going to end up. That's going to be perfect. Those are kind of lining up. They did start lining up, but now they're lining up, but that is okay. I'm okay with that. Now, I do like to add just a little bit of glue where those ornaments touch, just to kind of help to keep them in place, because you don't want to move them. Now, don't be too concerned at this point about if you see glue where you've glued your ornaments on, because remember, as you see here, you don't see that as much, and plus we're going to do some fillers, so you won't even see them. You won't even see that, friends. Okay, go ahead and put this one here, and I want to try to make this as centered as I can. I think that's okay. I think that'll be just fine right there. Just fine. Oh yes. I'm loving this, loving this. I hope this inspires some of you to try something that you've never done before. And like I said, if you can get to the stores before they sell out of everything, that would be a great time to do it. Let's just put another one of these. And yes, loving that. Let's put a little bit of glue right there. Hold that in place. Right here with those two. Let's see here. Looking good. Looking good. Looking fabulous, as my friend Leslie would say. I'm getting this glue strings all over me. Oh my gosh. Oh my. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I will definitely be doing this in another part as well, so it'll be like a 3-part series here, because it's still going to take quite a bit to even add some of the smaller ornaments on top of this. It does take time to hot glue. As you know, guys, we already had 100 on here just from yesterday when I did it, right? I can't remember how long it took me to do those. Of course, I was talking to everybody on a live, so be aware of that if you go and watch that. It was a live, so oh gosh, this is so gorgeous. So gorgeous, my friends, my friends. And we will count how many ornaments I'm putting on for this layer, because I want to make sure everybody knows exactly how many ornaments I'm using. Now for, like I said, for the heart form that I used, it's a styrofoam form. I got mine at Sims Pottery. Let me get some of these glue strings off me, friends. They're like just getting all over me. And you probably see them and saying, oh Lord, I wish you'd get those glue strings off her. I don't know, you may not be saying that. You could be just as kind as can be. I always say, spread that kindness all around, friends. The world is bad enough as it is. We need to help each other out and give each other a lending hand, huh? That's all I got to say about it. That's all I got to say, my friends. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Now, if you're watching this in July, I hope you're having a wonderful summer. You just don't know, right? Let's see. Let me put a matte one. Thinking. I'm just looking, guys. I really sometimes just trying to visualize what it's going to look like all the way around. You don't want to be too hasty. You do want to give some thought to placement. Okay. A little bit of trying not to burn myself, because that would not be good. Let me just hold that on there for just a couple of seconds. Yeah. See what we have so far? Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. Love it so much. Okay, I'm going to try to keep an eye on the time too, because I'm going to try to keep this no more than, I don't know, I was trying to keep no more than 45 minutes or 30 minutes, but it may have to go a little bit longer. Okay, there we go. Glue string. There we are. Once again, I get all of my ornaments from different craft stores. During the holiday seasons is usually when I purchase a lot of them. I am looking into purchasing them wholesale if I can find a really good wholesale company. And if I can, then I may even offer some of these as kits. If some of you would be interested in ornament wreath kits, I know I do have some customers who would love to have them. I just have to be able to get the ornaments at a reasonable price, friends. Let's add just a dab right there. A little dab will do you. A little dab will do you. Oh gosh, this is pretty. Let me bring this over here. I'm gonna just take a look right there. Sometimes if I bring it a little closer to me, it's a little bit easier. Okay, let me see here. Will I be able to fit the large one? No. Now let me show you here, friends. Right here, I am not going to be able to put a larger one right here, so I'm going to go down one size for the ornament. So I'm going to try this one, which will be perfect. Look how that just fits that right in there. Love it. And I'm going to go ahead and use the red one instead of a pink. I think that'll be all right. Move that right there. Kind of just tap right there on the back side. I'm making sure. Now, when I did my video yesterday on part 1 and showing you how to do that, I was telling how important it was to have a good solid foundation. You want to make sure that your ornaments are really glued really well, because if not, people have their ornaments popping off. I've never had that issue, just because I'm very careful on how I do it. See, look at that, friends. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty already. Now up here, I am going to put a hanger on the back. I have not decided on what I'm going to do. I don't think I want ribbon. Now you can see how this looks so far. Now friends, I'm just going to take some of my red paint and dab over that, and I'll take off some of this glue here. But I will be taking some red garland, and I'm going to just add it all the way through here, and I'll show you how to do that, because all of this will disappear and your back of your wreath will be so pretty as well. And like I said, I'll take some red paint and just paint over where that was coming off. No big deal. You have to be able to look at the next step and what it's going to, the finished product, guys. All right, now let me go ahead and add some of the smaller ones. Now that's going to do that part. Now I'm going to take these. Let's see, these are the 1.5 inch. These are the 1.5 inch. And I'm just going to start filling in once again. See how we do this? We're just filling it in. It's going to be so pretty. See that? You'll really be able to tell when I lift it up so you can see it. But first, let's count how many of those 2-inch ones that we just added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It was really 22 because I used the small one. So let's see here, 22 of the 2-inch. 2-inch, and that is on the center. I'm going to just put center, second layer, center heart. That way I'll know exactly what that is. And I'm also going to add just one of the 1-inch or 1.5 inch for the second layer, center heart. All right. So now, so far, we have 123 ornaments on this. It takes quite a few, my friends. Quite a few, if you want to do it the way I'm doing it. Now, you can still choose to do however you want to do it, friends. Just use your imagination. I think I'm going to start right. Let's start with a red one right up here. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, I really, really do like that. And that brings those two together into a point. Let me just see here. Love that. Actually, oh, that's pretty. I'll have to see about that, friends. Loving that. There's that one. Making sure that that's on there really, really good. Needs a little bit more glue. And see the cracks? I'm just starting to fill those in. And you can tell whether or not it's going to fit perfectly. It does. Now, when I add these, I don't want this little one to come out any further than what this layer is here. I don't want this, in other words, I don't want it jutting out past that. I really want it to be inset just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. I'm just going to alternate once again. You know, the reds, the pinks, the reds, the pinks. Oh, yes, my friends. Yes, indeed, my friends. Yes, indeed. I kind of love that little, I don't know if it's like a muted color of the pink. Love it. I love the variations of the colors. Variations of pinks, variations of red. I think it gives your piece a little bit more of an interest. Love it so much. Now remember, don't worry about these little gaps. We're going to fill those in. Maybe not on this one, on this video, but we'll get to it. We will get to it. Because already right now, I think I've been on here, let's see, 21 minutes. So I'm going to try to keep these a little shorter. Oh, I think I'm just going to throw a couple of these in here on this top side. Add a little bit of glue there. Let me bring this back this way. I can see where it's touching. Remember, once again, wherever you see an ornament touching, it's really important that you try to add a little bit of glue there if you can. If you can. Love that right there. Bring that over right there, and a little bit right there. It's looking pretty, friends. Looking so good. Only thing about doing videos like this, I have to tell you, is that I really enjoy doing lives because I love to talk to everybody. I just love to talk to everybody. And I love to read your comments and, but it's okay because I know sometimes this makes it a little bit shorter. And for those of you who don't have as much time and sometimes you don't like, you know, people talking or whatever. I may even have to put one right there. We're going to have to see, friends. We're going to have to see. Let me bring this over. See why this Lazy Susan is wonderful? My friend got this for me, and I am so appreciative. This makes it a little bit easier. Let's see, I want to let's put another one of these pink. I'm loving that. Let's put that right there. Come over here, add a little bit of glue, little bit of glue. And I love these little disco ones. I just love them because they just sparkle. Oh my, I forgot, friends. I can use some of these little tiny cut glass ones as well. Look at those. Man, I should have remembered that. I'll have to add some here and there. Let's see. Well, I do have one right there, but that's going to be okay. We're just going to have a little added sparkle. Just a little added sparkle. Those are on pretty good, or I take one off. Nope, that's okay. It's all good, friends. Yep, right here. Touching right there. It's touching right there. Add a little bit. There we have that. Let's see. I think I'm going to put that one right there. Loving this. Sorry, friends. When I'm starting to concentrate, I get a little bit quieter. One of these days, I may have one of those fancy softwares or whatever where I can speed things up. But I think for something like this, you really need to see me placing them and talking you through it. I think that's why some people really like my lives, because I kind of explain as I go. So this is definitely looking darling, for sure. Let's put a matte one there. Yeah, let's put one matte one. There we go. Just love these. I'm gonna stick that right there. Look at this pink one. Don't you just love that one? Oh, I love this. Okay, that's gonna have to go right there. Try to hold that just a little bit there. Right there. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Let's put another, see if we can put another glass one right there. Yep. That might be a little smaller. Let's see. Yeah, we better not do that. I like the bigger one. Okay, now my hot glue gun is a Ryobi glue gun, which I purchased it from Home Depot. Home Depot, friends. Don't know if I really... Yep, I like that one right there. Perfect. You can put a glass one right here, I'm thinking. Yeah, why not? Right there. Cute. Then we'll add one more pink one right in here. Oh, yes. And then I'll bring it up and I'll lift it up so you can see what this looks like with this layer. Okay. Oh no, this may end up even being 4 parts, guys, because it does take a little bit longer to do this. Ready to see this, friends? Look how pretty that is. Oh my. See how that fills that in so well? So well. Now we will be adding fillers in through here, so that will go away. That will just, you wait until you see it. I can already tell what we need to do. Yeah, let me see. Let me go ahead and add. Don't know if I'm going to add that yet. Let's see here what that looks like. Maybe we'll do that, and maybe we'll do a red one. Let's just take a look at this. Let's take a look and see. Oh yes, I'm loving it. Let's go ahead and go for it, friends. I'll put this one here first. That one there. A little bit of glue there, and a little bit of glue right there. Then we're going to put this one right here. Add a little bit of glue there. And just a little bit right there. when I do my next part, it'll be part 3, I'll try to clean it up a little bit so there won't be so much glue strings and stuff like that. But here you go. This is what we have so far. Oh my, isn't that just gorgeous? This is just so pretty. And I'm really thinking that this time, I don't know if I'm going to put a ribbon hanger. I'm really thinking about just putting a hook maybe right here so I can hang it directly on the wall, or even on maybe one of those command hooks, so you can add it, you can hang this on a mirror, which would be gorgeous. All right, friends, now that's going to be the end of this video, and I will come back with part 3 hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the following day. But be on the lookout. This is part 2. Part 1 is already on my business page, and I'm going to go ahead and upload this one for you guys, and so hopefully this will inspire you all to maybe try this. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.